What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, reminding you that I will always remind you to crush that thumbs up button early and often in these videos so it keeps me pumping out more content. I think we did triple uploads almost every single day. That is a direct result of all of you participating in feeding my ego with those likes. Anyway, I've got an absolutely potentially massive story later today, but I've reached out to the developer, Respawn, for comment. I'm running the story anyway, so don't miss it. It's going to come out around 1:30 later today. So hold on to your butts. But first, Anthem fans, I know you think I'm always picking on EA. Why are you so picking on EA? Well, how about Ubisoft did an oopsie? Now, normally Gloria Borger would cover this, but I've stepped in today to cover a hilarious oopsie, and also why, if you're going to be mad about this oopsie, I'm going to show you how Ubisoft and the Division 2 told Anthem's pre-order chart to hold their beer. So yesterday, an email came out about 1:30 in the afternoon, I believe, from Tom Clancy's The Division 2. It was basically about the pre-order update. So we see, come see what a real government shutdown looks like in the private beta. Now, I will say, I prefer no politics in my video games, at least like modern day politics. You get what I mean when I say politics, right? Like, ooh, take it to Drumpf in Tom Clancy's The Division 2. No. This is really ticky-tack. It doesn't bother me. It's not in the game. It's probably a little insensitive because people are made of snow these days, but it's not really that big of a deal. But within minutes, they send out this email. We apologize for the earlier email. Hello, a marketing email promoting Tom Clancy's The Division 2 was sent in an error today. This was and the words they used, grave breakdown in process, and we apologize for this error, and offensive subject line. Come on! It wasn't offensive. At worst, you could say it was a bad joke. We recognize this very real impact of the United States government shutdown on thousands of people and didn't intend to make light of this situation. That's right, you can't make jokes. Now, this is also a company that has come out to say publicly we're not political, and they should probably be a little more careful because games activism websites like Shitaku would pick it up. Ubisoft sends out political email for The Division 2, a game that is definitely not political. See, like, we told you, it's about Trump. Ubisoft would like you to know that Division 2, a game with deeply political setting, is not political in a statement, which is weird because earlier today, the publisher sent out an email, sent out a political email about it. Again, to me, and maybe you're saying, I'm mincing words. I might be, okay? But this email is not political because, in my opinion, it's not really saying, like, it's not picking sides. It's just taking a situation and making light of it. It's not saying who's right, who's wrong, who you should back. It's just taking a current event and using it to market. That's different than saying, like, if you hate the government shutdown like we do, sign this petition. That's what I mean when I talk about gaming getting political. Not a great choice of words. It's not that funny, even in isolation. Well, comedy is subjective. But considering how many hundreds of thousands of Americans and their families, think of the kids, suffered through the shutdown. Let's be honest here. I'm not sure they were suffering. It's in pretty poor taste. That I will agree with. So a follow-up email was sent a few hours later. It is very AAA video games that a game with such bizarre aversion to owning its own politics ends up getting political via a grave breakdown in process. It's like you can almost read the upward inflection. There's the comment, I'm not political. I continue to insist I slowly shrink and transform into a corn cob. That's from the writer, Luke Plunkett, which I don't know if is a man or a woman. Not that that's relevant, but you could see, Of course, by Heather Alexandria, prime activist for Shitaku. The Division 2 is political, despite what its developers say. That's just like yesterday when we talked about, or 2 days ago when we talked about that games writer who was badgering the Rage 2 developer, even though Rage 2 was saying, hey, this character's not Trump. And they're like, come on, dog, it's Trump. And they're like, no, it's not Trump. Come on. And then the developer's like, no, it isn't. Okay, fine, whatever you say it is. Anyway, going on to the next question. That's how that interview went. And that's how they write about stuff like this, right? Division 2 shifts the setting from New York to ruined Washington. And we talk about the Division 2 with the setting of a broken Washington, D.C., a mission of saving America, arrives during a similarly charged political climate. Speaking to the Kotaku editor-in-chief, Stephen Totilo, yesterday, Terry Spire, one of the game's creative directors at Red Storm Entertainment, denied any intentional political commentary on the game's part. Full stop, right? If the developer says it's not political, I'm willing to take their word at it unless it's like completely obvious, right? We got talking about George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown. I mean, come on. I think it's important to remember that it's a Clancy game. Clancy is always predicated on clear and present danger, Spire said. Not the specific book, but just the premise. Once you get past that, the first step into fiction, okay, now what are we pretending? Green posed that we are pretending. So the goal isn't to make a political statement. It's not to reflect any things that are happening in the current world. It's in the live world. It's truly you are here to rebuild. Again. Kotaku and other games activism websites desperate for games to make a political statement, and not just any political statement, the political statement that they agree with. But it's an email. I don't think it was that bad, although my general policy is that you should not be making any, really in today's climate, you're better off not making any vaguely political references in anything, period, okay? If you're going to, even if it's benign, like I would say this was, you're going to get in trouble. You want to roast them for something real. Let's look at their chart. The Division 2. I want to pre-order this game, maybe. Well, I don't, but let's just say. Here we have the standard edition. You get the base game. Okay. Gold edition, you get a 3-day early game access and a year 1 pass. Digital. Gold edition, physical. You get the base game, 3-day early access, year 1 pass, and a steelbook. Okay. Ultimate edition. You get the base game, the 3-day early access, the 1-year pass, but not the steelbook. What if you want the steelbook? So they want you to buy what? Both the gold edition and how can you call something the ultimate edition and not give it everything? You get the Elite Agent Pack, the Battle Worn Secret Service Pack, and a First Responders Pack. But why wouldn't you get the steelbook on the ultimate edition? That seems oddly predatory. Like, there's going to be somebody that buys both, I bet you, just to get the steelbook. And here's another weird thing, okay? If you look at their collector's edition, big Mamma Jamma pack, first of all, this is not all of this is even listed. Not all of this is even listed on the pre-order sheet, but you get the gold edition steelbook and a 1-year pass. You also get a Heather Ward statue, 30 centimeters high. Again, if you care about these figurines, okay. In my experience, when I'm looking at people who open these, like say Boogie is always buying these, they don't look that great to me. And, for the premium price you're paying for it, it's concerning. But just wait. There are more concerning things down the line. Now, if you pre-order, all right, you get the Capital Defender Pack, which includes Ultimate Edition content. But let's continue to zoom in. Can you see down here? You see an Elite Agent Pack, which contains a special edition AK-47. That is not a skin. Because in other cases, for example here, first responder, you might not be able to read this, but it says first responder weapon skin. Skin. It says it's a skin. This is a special edition AK-47. Is it more powerful than the other weapons? We don't know. It's clearly not a skin because in all other instances, they refer to it as skin. Here's another one. This is referred to as a skin. Secret Service weapon skin. First responders weapon skin. AK-47. So is this more powerful than the rest? Are you paying to win? Can you earn this weapon in game? These are questions we don't know the answer to, but we do know it's included in their super ultra premium mega super Timmy edition, right? I mean, just imagine trying to pre-order this game. Okay, all right, let's see. Let's try to select an edition. Good Lord. Phoenix Shield Collector's Edition, Dark Zone Collector's Edition, Ultimate Edition, Gold Steelbook, Gold Edition, Standard Edition. Okay, what is the Phoenix Shield Collector's Edition? Okay, so this actually changes. Let's see. It's not even on, by the way, the comparison chart. Okay? If we zoom in, I don't even know how this is different. You get the Elite Agent Pack, which appears to have that same AK, the Capital Defender Pack, the First Responder Pack, the 1-year Digital Pass, the Steelbook. A book of lithographs. I don't even understand. It's not even, why isn't it on the chart? I need it to be on the chart. Is this the most expensive one? Let's assume this is the most expensive one. Phoenix Shield Collector's Editions. How much is it? Out of stock. Come on. What about $250? $250. It's download only, too. Dark Zone Definitive, $189. What? What? Get access to the private beta as well as Capital Defender Pack, including the Lullaby Exotic SPAS 12 shotgun and Hazmat 2. So the shotgun, again, this is a different weapon. The Lullaby Exotic Shotgun, not a skin. Okay, wait. Here is a different chart. Here is a different freaking chart. This is the chart to end all charts. This might be the best ever. So now we see the Phoenix edition. You get the 1/6 scale figurine, which is only on the Ultra Premium Super Mega Timmy edition. Okay. You don't get the Flare Agent 11-inch. So if you want both the Flare Agent and the Agent Articulate, you have to buy both the Phoenix Edition and the Dark Zone Definitive Edition. So we're up to $400 if you want everything. If you want everything, you have to pay more than $400. No, wait, what is it? $250 and $189? Yeah, more than $400. Book of Lithographs, great. Washington, D.C. map, game soundtrack. Really? Elite Agent Pack. Okay, finally we're down to something the Ultimate Edition has. First Responder Pack, Battlesworn Circuit. Come on! You've got to be kidding me with this. If I'm going to roast Anthem, I'm going to roast The Division 2. And this is a game I'm kind of looking forward to. If you bought the Phoenix Shield Edition, for shame. You accept your shame. All right, look, if you had the $250 to buy it, respect, okay? But still, for shame. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.